Greetings, gang. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking care of yourselves. Good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to AV, Tiff, Miss Love Life, MS. Uh, shit. Who else I saw? Look, we in here. Let's get to the message, okay? That's the most important part. But y'all know I love y'all. All y'all. All right. All right, let's do it. I ain't even got no songs for y'all today. I was vibing out. Um, so all right. Oh yeah. So look, if you take Uber, gang, be mindful. Like, you know how they be having like drinks and snacks and candy and shit in there? Don't take none of that shit. Okay, don't take none of that shit. I got a vision about it. Don't. Okay? Don't take that shit. Don't eat it. Don't drink it. Don't carry it out the car. None of that. All right? Respectfully decline when they offer you that shit. All right? Tiff, MS, yeah, I see y'all in here. Yeah, don't take that shit. You know what I mean? I got a weird vibe, man. All right. Shh, what I just, man, spirit be on time. You guys got the seducer in reverse, opposing energy, and he got a drink in his hand, a drink and a shot on the table. All right, you guys might get invited out somewhere, or you be having a good time with motherfuckers, and you know you don't drink or smoke like that. They try to give your ass some shit to make you vulnerable, to laugh on your weaknesses, to uh overtake you. Mm-hmm. Seducer in reverse. It's the motherfucker that can't take rejection, so they gonna set it up to the way they gotta win either way. All right, don't trust it. And y'all saw me shuffle these motherfucking cards right in front of you. Okay, bottom of the deck, disappointment in reverse. Yeah, don't take something, you won't have to deal with the disappointment. This don't even have to be like a substance, alcohol, food, drink. This could be an offer of some sorts, something that come to you that seem, oh, it'll be such a pleasantry. That shit is foul. It's not good. It'll have you wrapped up in some bullshit. If you don't take the offer, if you don't allow yourself to be seduced and charmed and be all fucking gullible and stupid and shit, then you will avoid a disappointment, which could be a tower moment. So if I was you, and you know the type of crowd you move in, you know what I'm saying? And this don't even have to be the normal crowd you move in. This could be some abstract shit. With the art here in reverse, this could be some abstract shit that you don't even normally do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You going to somebody's house for a little kickback, or you meeting up with somebody for drinks and shit. Watch your drink. Not saying everybody's a predator, but on my channel we talk about everything. The spirit ain't gonna lie. You also have truths coming out in reverse. So this could be somebody that's pretending like they cool with you, they want to make amends with you, and they setting you up for the fall. Don't take nothing from their ass. If you know somebody fell out with you and you didn't fall out with them, and all of a sudden they want a truce, false energy, fake love. Don't take it. Don't take shit from this motherfucker, because it's gonna be saddled with expectations and liabilities and roles and shit that you ain't even set up to play or to participate in. But see, with the seducer in reverse, that's how they gonna get you. That's how the agent will get you. That's how the enemy will get you. They'll offer you some shit that you want, that you like, but it'll be saddled with bullshit. And if it ain't a physical substance, it'll be an esoteric substance, an emotional tie substance, a mind fuck substance, imprisonment of sorts. How a motherfucker want to call a truce with you and y'all ain't even fall out? They fell out with you and you didn't even know. Okay? With the truce in reverse, this is someone who wants to mend a bridge that they burnt with you because they realize they shouldn't have burnt that shit in the first place. Don't take nothing from them. Bottom of the deck, in the upright position, you have the sun. God gonna give you everything you need. Don't have fear of not going back into something with someone that you ain't gonna have the shit you need. The sun is shining on your intentions. Okay? Number 7, 7 of swords, but this is futility here in reverse. You're gonna be able to evade someone trying to snake you or get over on you or pull the wool over your eyes. You're gonna be able to see very clearly with the sun shining on you. You look real naive to the unsuspecting eye. To a weak spirit, you look very naive. Okay, I want you to understand that when you going through your shadow work and you going through your emotions and you be like, well, why motherfucker even try me? Why motherfucker try me anyway? There's some type of naivety that they suspect from you. Maybe it's the old lingering space of your old energy signature, some shit you done grew out of, some shit you still processing, healing from. Either way, they know how to get in through that little area. Ace of Cups in reverse. Fake love with the futility in reverse. Don't let nobody charm you. Like I said, Ace of Cups in reverse is a charm. This ain't really coming from God. This ain't coming from spirit. This is a charm. This is something to kind of like wrap you up into emotion so you can't see somebody trying to betray you with the 7 of swords in reverse. Don't fall for that bullshit. That's bullshit. Wrapped up with a bow on top of it. So somebody might be trying to call a truce with you with the truce in reverse. Spirit is like, don't take it. Because they're going to come and try to poison you in some aspect with the seducer in reverse. Whether that be emotional poison, spiritual poison, actual poison. They know you don't eat pork. They're going to slip some ham hock in your greens or some stupid shit. Or they know you don't do coke and they put some of that shit in your weed, like some weirdo ass shit. Don't take nothing from nobody that just coming back around with their tail tucked between their legs with some fake ass vulnerability. 7 of swords in reverse, futility in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's fake ass vulnerability. That's a fake ass love. That's a fake ass offer that's coming from some demonic space so they can gain some type of control, so they can see you vulnerable, so they can laugh on your vulnerability and then take advantage of you, overcome you in some aspect because they don't like that you in the sun. They don't like that the sun is shining on your intention, so they got to find some way to get in. Fake ass love, fake ass vulnerability, lies attached to this, lies attached to this fake vulnerability with the 7 of swords attached to it. This is somebody that'll come in and profess love and care for you, but all the while behind the scenes, they think y'all need to call a truce because they got some wicked mindset about you. That's how a motherfucker do you. You wiser. So you already know, like, you already know with the 7 of swords in reverse, the futility in reverse, you already know why they coming back around and call a fake ass truce. Because they've done you wrong in the shadows and realized you standing in the sun and they wronged you for reasons that wasn't even your character. It was some insecurities and some demons they was fighting in their own self. Oh, it's sending them love and light. Yeah, that's all cool, but you stay your punk ass from around them. Because what they're going to try to do is hold you accountable for they so-called sins or whatever the hell they battling with mentally with the Seven of Swords in reverse. They in self-sabotaging energy, and they want to come around you and make you be coupled up in that shit. Oh, we need to call a truce. And you be like, bitch, I didn't even know we fell out. Oh, well, because I was mad at you because we didn't talk for like 7 days. And you be like, oh, so we had fell out during them 7 days? Shit. You was grinding, you was working, you was taking care of your family, you was doing shit you had to do. You didn't even know y'all motherfucking asses fell out. Here they come calling a truce for a fallout you wasn't even participating in. That's how a demon that gets you wrapped up in demonic energy too be creating little scenarios in their own mind. Seven of Swords in reverse, where they think they gotta outplay you, compete with you, snake you, backdoor you, underhand you, cut you down, backhand compliment your ass, and then they thinking that you on that same type of time and you not. With the sun energy, you fucking with high level spiritual shit. You not even on that. And this is their mindset. So they've been falling out with you and falling out with you. Seven of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, and you wasn't even participating in the energy. Your heart wasn't even in no wicked space with them, but their heart was wicked. So now they want to reconcile with you on some fake shit with the Ace of Cups in reverse, because the Ace of Cups can represent a reconciliation. But with this energy here, with it coming out with the Seducer in reverse and all this bullshit attached to it, this is somebody who want to reconcile with you when you didn't even know y'all had unconciled. You stay the fuck away from them. Yeah. Five of disc. Worry. They've been more worried about you than you was worried. You wasn't even worried about the same shit they was worried about. They outcasted themselves from your life. And see, sometimes, collective, let me tell you what a motherfucker will do to you. They will outcast themselves from your life, your happiness, your sun, when they could be basking in the sun and feeling warm and cozy with you. They outcast themselves from your life because they feel like the sun is shining more in your direction than they would appeal to, or whatever the fuck. And then they'll try to punish you for them outcasting themselves from you. If you look on this card, there's a patient laying on a table and there's a doctor standing in front of an x-ray machine, and he's pointing to the x-ray machine. The shit is coming from inside this person. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Disc energy is coming from inside this person. And it's projected on a screen in front of them for them to see, like, no, you outcast yourself from people. You made the decision to feel like nobody was there for you. You don't have nobody. You made that decision. You can't go and try to punish. That's why the Five of Disc is in this person laying on the table's hand. This person is holding the Five of Disc like, damn, this shit was mine all along. This outcast energy was mine all along. Me feeling misunderstood was me placing myself in that energy all along, and then I outcasted people from around me by me wallowing in this worry and toxic energy. That should be overwhelming. And people who operate in that energy don't think it's overwhelming. They think that since the whole world now, especially if you got a Twitter brain, you think there's a scenario for you to always be a contrarian. For you to always be the contrarian and everything, and nothing makes sense but some outcasted ass bullshit energy that just leaves you feeling misunderstood. You got to understand that a lot of people like to be misunderstood. There's a positive and a negative to that. You can like to be misunderstood because you don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about you. You just living your life. And then you can force yourself to be misunderstood so you can stay in victim Five of Disc mode. So you get a choice. Shit. Yeah, defeat. Five of Swords energy too. Defeat. And if you look on this defeat card, there's cards laid out. Cards laid on the table. Different suits. Somebody brings to defeat to whatever hand they get dealt. They could have a good ass hand, a hand that spirit done gave them and like, yo, work with these cards and you probably get a better hand next shuffle. These motherfuckers just stay in defeatist energy and want to bring that energy into everybody else because they in Five of Pentacles, which means you don't know how to use your resources. So this is a motherfucker that don't know how to use their resources, and then to bring defeat to everybody else who's sitting around trying to figure out how to use their own. Stay the fuck away from these motherfuckers. Yeah, sorrow in reverse, which is basically like the Three of Swords in reverse in this deck. Sorrow in reverse. You stay around for people who always got a mind full of worry and doubt and fears and shit, because that shit will start to rub off on you. If Spirit is telling you right now, the reason you got to stay away from that, in the upright position, you got the Nine of Disc. Gain. This card says gain. So you about to be put in a position of gains. Being able to rest a little bit on your laurels, but not too much because there's another pinnacle you got to reach because you're only at the 9. But maybe being able to rest a little bit along the way. Practice a little self-care along the way. You will be around these motherfuckers that's in the Five of Swords defeat and worry energy here. That'll be mad at you because you resting, relaxing, recuperating, leaning on your own self for supply and energy in the Nine of Disc energy. Motherfuckers will be mad at you for that because they so stuck in a defeatist mindset and worry coming out. You can't flourish around that type of shit. And I'm telling you right now, and I keep saying this shit, and I say a lot of shit over and over again because that's the message. We're in the timeline right now where this type of mindset is praised. And you will be looked down on for being Nine of Disc. You will be looked down on for being Nine of Disc. You've got the Knight of Disc coming out in the upright position, the gourmet chef. You don't become a gourmet chef overnight. I mean, it's possible. But in this energy with the Knight of Disc, this is talking about honing your craft. Learning how to, if you like medium rare steak, a gourmet chef gonna know how to cook any type of steak. Gonna know how to deal with any type of ingredients that's thrown at them. Gonna know how to make any type of anything out of something. You know what I'm saying? So you've been in this energy with the sun, and you got people around you that's in defeatist and worries mindsets, and they mad at you because you not in it. And Spirit done throw your ass in the Nine of Disc to where they're gonna show you, oh, you worried about not having enough? I'm gonna show you gonna have enough, and you ain't even gonna have to try too hard. You ain't even gonna have to stress yourself. You get thrown into the Nine of Disc. They in a hot tub, relaxing their muscles, healing their body, detoxing and shit. You get a chance. So with this gourmet chef energy, you're not just going to take something quick. You don't want no hot pocket. You want a full meal. You got to feel sustenance and warmth. Like you can't just be eating bullshit. Metaphorically speaking. And physically speaking. Spiritually, most of all. And you willing to drive the extra mile to the best grocery store to get the best ingredients. The Knight of Disc doesn't care about quantity. The Knight of Disc cares about quality. So you don't care about how much you can get for this. You want quality in your life and in your spirit. And that's fine. Well, if you sitting around with people who are in defeat and worry all damn day, they gonna try to punish you for wanting more for your life. They're going to try to punish you for trying to sharpen the things you already have. The Knight of Discs is always sharpening their tools and sharpening their mindset and their lessons and the shit that they've learned. Motherfuckers will look at you all the time in this worry and defeatist mindset. Oh, so now you changing that. So now you growing in this area. Oh, so now you think you this. Now you think you aesthetic. Or now you think you... Just because you growing in the Knight of Disc energy, perfecting your craft and learning what quality is. Ashe, you got the Four of Wands in the upright position, completion. See, you had to be thrown into this Knight of Disc energy so that you could complete certain tasks. Sometimes we got too many tabs open in our mind and we can't hone in on one thing and perfect it and touch it and grab it and mold it. And now that you've been thrown into this Knight of Disc energy and the Nine of Disc energy with the sun shining on your fucking intentions, you come to a healthy completion. Whether it feel like healthy to you at this moment or whatever, you're going to be in hindsight where intuition really pings and shows itself that this completion was necessary. You'll see. You got pleasure. You got pleasure coming in. This completion gonna bring you a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. You got the Tower and virtue coming out. It's gonna be some decisions you gotta make based on your spiritual integrity. Okay? That can make or break you in a good way. You got too much good energy out here to be thinking that just because the Tower come out, everything about to be fucked up. That's not how it's looking with virtue. It's like you making the right decisions caused a Tower moment to happen that needed to happen. Something was going against the rhythm of you. Something was going against your vibration or some shit. What's this Tower? The fucking Tower is justice, my nigga. This card also, too, in this deck represents an Archangel Michael energy. I asked what the Tower was. The Tower is justice. So if you've been dealing with some fucked up ass situations in your life, and I'm talking about stuff that you didn't cause, because there are things that we cause, there are things that we call in, there are things that we participate in that we have to reap the consequences of, and then there are unjust things that are projected onto us by others who are in a low space in their life, don't have nothing going on for themselves, don't see themselves pulling themselves out of a rut, and don't see themselves getting enough attention, and then they want to project defeat and worry onto you. Some of you guys may have been dealing with this. Well, justice is coming in with the Tower and virtue. So shit is with virtue in the upright position is shit being right. Shit being made by the right choices, the right mindset. With justice in the upright and Tower, it's like shit is about to be made right for you in a big way. Pleasure and completion with it. This is going to be a good Tower moment. We talked about this on Friday with a whole different set of cards. So justice is the Tower. And justice is in the upright, which is going in your favor because I'm reading for my collective. Not these little gremlins and demonic motherfuckers who act like they are part of a collective and don't show no love, don't show no support. Those gonna be the motherfuckers that's gonna be sitting back watching you getting your justice and your pleasures. Bottom of the deck, you got the Fool in the upright position. This karmic justice or cosmic justice rather, that's coming in for you is going to propel you into a new beginning. Something that you've been wanting for a long time, but you could have been in a state of ruin and in a state of suffrage for a long time. Yeah, you was. With the hermit and ruin, you could have been stuck in some type of hellistic ass reality that was projected towards you from the enemy. The crazy thing is while you were in this hellish state of mind or hellish space, you was working. 8 of disc in the upright position with the journalist in the upright position. You was working. You was documenting shit. You was really getting your mind right. You was learning how to communicate with yourself and your higher self and spirit and God better. Motherfuckers thought they threw you away. They ain't throw you away. They just got out of your way. Remember that. Don't ever let a motherfucker think they threw you away. They cut you off. All this little petty ass bullshit that people be talking these days. Bitch, you ain't cut me off. You got the fuck out of my way. You better learn how to be a powerful spirit and learn that rejection is protection. So if a motherfucker call themselves cutting you off, just know they had to get up out of your way. That's all. Because people come in the form of blockages because they agents and they demons and they on some demon time. And they always wrapped up in false ass emotions. Ace of Cups in reverse with the 7 of Swords. They're always wrapped up in false emotions and false feelings and projecting shit that ain't even happened, that wasn't even in your heart, but it was in their heart. They had to get it off somewhere. They had to get it off on you. But learn that shit. Let a motherfucker cut you off. That's fine. Because I promote cut me off. Cut me the fuck off. Because if I'm in your life as some type of blockage and I'm always harming and hurting you and I'm always bringing you down and taking from you, you better cut me the fuck off too. But see, I'm not that type of spirit. I don't come in that energy. So if a motherfucker call themselves cutting me off, thank the fuck Christ. That means that you had to get out of my way. And you better start thinking like that too. Because a motherfucker get all high and mighty and think that they cutting you off because you didn't uphold they desires or insecurities in some type of way. Shit. Give a fuck about that. God ain't cut me off. Spirit's still here. Better stop allowing people to have that type of power on you. You got the therapist coming out. Yeah. But the therapist coming out in reverse. You ain't nobody motherfucking therapist. They'll pay a therapist. They won't pay your punk ass. They'll unload on you, full, empty the clip. And then be like, bitch, pick yourself back up so I can unload again. Hell no. Shit. You got the Prince of Cups in the upright position, the filmmaker. Spirit is saying right now it's time to you to create your destiny. Map out what you want. Like you writing a fucking movie. Some of you guys need to pen something. You need to pen something. You're great at it. Some of you guys have a great eye for technology and editing and things of that nature too. This is true. Ace of Swords in the upright position. So some of you guys are an excellent communicator. You might want to dabble in communications. Script writing. All right. You got the activists in reverse. So you got a motherfucker around you that want to fight against shit that ain't even a cause. Motherfuckers got so many dumbass causes right now. I don't care. People unfollow me every day. Motherfuckers got dumbass causes right now. With the activists in reverse, this is people who make shit up to fight about. Like dumb shit. Shit that don't even need to be a battle. Like stuff that ain't even war worthy or battle worthy. Like, this is the society we in right now. Everybody got some type of hang up. Can't nobody even breathe without somebody being like, see, the reason you breathing like that is because you don't know how to love nobody. Like stupid ass shit people fighting about in comment sections and shit like that. When you get out to the real world, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that shit. This is that online ass fake activist shit that everybody doing. Oh, this community, that community. Then the motherfucker in that community start trying to make something of themselves and move up. Then you fight against that motherfucker. You find a reason to fight against that motherfucker. Fake ass activists that ain't support nobody in their communities, but they ran around talk about we a fucking community. That's why I be telling y'all, don't say I'm part of no fucking community. I'm just Ori, my nigga, and I'm just here doing whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Motherfuckers always trying to be an activist about some shit that ain't even activated. You ain't even activated a community. You ain't even activated shit, but you an activist. You ain't even doing shit, but sitting around complaining about motherfuckers who trying to do shit. That's why I can't stand when motherfuckers come to my page and start trying to preach and talk shit and da-da-da-da-da. When I'm out here every fucking week trying to put my spirit on the line and help motherfuckers heal, and then motherfuckers want to come when they feeling froggy. They ain't commented in 17 years. And then they want to come and argue it. Well, teach that shit on your page. If you ain't teaching nobody nothing or trying to help nobody, shut the fuck up. You a fake ass activist. You not really activating for nothing but your own selfish pleasures and desires and bullshit. And to see people outcast so you can feel like you more powerful than you really are. I can't stand that shit. Bottom of the deck in the upright position, you have success. The more you stay away from this fake ass shit, the more successful you will be. You put yourself around 4 successful people, you'll be the 5th. You put yourself around 5 successful people, you'll be the 6th. With this card being number 6 in success. And stay away from motherfuckers who don't see your gestures of love as anything because it ain't healed something they don't want to heal on their own. The love in reverse energy here. Motherfuckers will be in your face trying to make they self-love stronger. And no matter how much you love on these types of people, no matter how much you affirm and try to show it through kind, quiet, peaceful gestures, these motherfuckers still won't feel the love. They still won't feel it. And they'll feel powerful and not feeling it. And then you will spend too much of your existence trying to show the love to motherfuckers who ain't even got no love in their own heart. The love in reverse here. You be walking around fucking drained and tired. Trying to love on motherfuckers who don't even see love within themselves. How they gonna see the love you projecting at them? They'll see you in a happy, loving moment and find something to degrade about that shit, to ridicule about that shit. Put you in some type of prison like, oh, am I loving too much? Am I being too kind to everybody? Am I trying to like make everybody be in unity? Am I doing that too much? And all they doing is sitting around projecting and being what? In worry and defeat. Can't create no community around these types of motherfuckers. They ain't even got no community in themselves. And when you're on the path to success here, you can't let that shit phase you. You got to have a bulletproof soul at some time. Shit. Because when you a true empath and you really give a fuck, that shit will hurt your feelings sometimes. You got to remind yourself like, man, this ain't even my energy. Let me pull myself up out of this shit. This is some bullshit. This is some projection. Then you got to look out to the ones who do love you and support you and show up for you. Motherfuckers that do like your posts. The motherfuckers that do like your videos. The motherfuckers that do comment on shit, even if they ain't buying shit or whatever, them motherfuckers still show up and show love. You gotta pay attention to those motherfuckers, man. That's the only thing that's gonna make anything grow. Because if you pay attention to the people that ain't showing love, love in reverse at the bottom of the deck, while you in your successful moments, you ain't gonna have shit. You gonna feel like you ain't got shit. And you gotta understand that when you get to this success, there will be people that you love that will pull away from you in your moment of success. And everybody's perception of success is different. So don't think it's like, oh, you some major influencer or you driving the bed. Like, nah, sometimes motherfucking success is getting up out the bed and having a good day. That's other people's success. You can't be so shallow and so social media minded that you think the only success is shit that motherfuckers is putting on the screen or putting on their news feed or time feed or whatever the fuck feed they own. That's not the only success. Some people got other types of success. And who are we to step in and tell somebody, oh, you accomplished that. That ain't big enough for it to be considered a success. Why are you happy about that? You know, motherfuckers be dealing with depression and just getting out of bed and washing their face and taking a shower and doing their hair and looking cute for the day is a success for them. Everybody talk about all this bullshit, fake activist shit online, but they don't even be realizing that the motherfuckers they be downing and talking shit about be the one completing silent successes in they spiritual journey and shit. You don't know, motherfucker, just because you didn't see 15 minutes of them online. You don't know a motherfucker like that. And people got to stop being so one-dimensional in their mindsets. Because when you one-dimensional in your mindset, you make everybody else around you one-dimensional. And these motherfuckers could be nine-dimensional. And you looking at them, calling them a demon and shit because they ain't playing in the pettiness and they in the world, they ain't of it. And that's real. Everything's so backwards. We are in the upside down. You could be quiet, stay out the way. A motherfucker find a problem with you being quiet and staying out the way. Because nowadays, motherfuckers equate loyalty and real friends to everybody up kikiing and smiling and bullshitting in their face all day. You could be the most solid motherfucker on somebody's team, but you just quiet and low key and to the side until a motherfucker really needs you. Then you show up and show out. You could be that motherfucker in somebody's life and they'll still demonize you because you ain't kikiing and playing games and being on some dumb shit in their face all day. But when you need them clutch, they there. So fuck what everybody talking about on social media and shit. That shit is really entertainment. This shit right here ain't entertaining. The shit I be talking about is not entertaining. Because I don't really give a fuck about how nobody feel about shadow energy. And everybody want to pretend like the shadow ain't there. So as soon as I say some shit, that's some shadow. Or as soon as I get to dragging a motherfucker or have some dark humor, everybody in they fucking feelings on some fake activist shit. I ain't even activating nothing. They just sitting on the sidelines pointing at everybody who trying. Fuck about none of that shit. Everybody out here trying to do something. You supposed to be trying to do something. If God give you breath the next day, your ass supposed to be trying to do something. Not sit around and be on some wicked mind shit against the motherfuckers who are trying. That's why everything's so backwards right now. Wow, you got strength popping out in an upright position. You stand firm at this time. And forever. Shit. It's a whole lot of shit. It's a whole lot of distractions and bullshit out here. And fuck politics. That ain't even the real distraction. Alright? It's the science behind this bullshit. Everybody's so worried about dumb shit. Everybody want to hear about some fairy tale stupid shit and not think about everything. You gotta be a wise spirit, man. You got the Aeon coming out in the upright position. With Satiety in reverse. Don't let false pleasures and desires keep you trapped in the same unhealthy cycles again and again and again. It's a lot of people out here with the Satiety card in reverse who are allowing their pleasures to drive them. They're not thinking logically. I want you to understand and understand that common sense is thrown out the window. If you got common sense right now, you one of the lucky ones. If luck is even a thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you got some common sense right now, you making it. like you making it. Shit. People so lost in desires and making desires the emotion, and then making the emotion the thought, and then making that emotional thought the action, and then wonder why everybody running around acting a damn fool. If the only way you know how to relate every single thing is through emotions, you tiptoeing on some demonic ass hairpin, my nigga, because you'll get to being demonic as soon as your emotions ain't fulfilled. With Satiety in reverse, you ready to punish a motherfucker for aeons, forever. Motherfucker got to be punished forever. And it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that's hoping they ex get karma for breaking up with them. Not a motherfucker that abused you, not a motherfucker that stole from you, not a motherfucker that lied to you or cheated on you. Just basic shit that's supposed to be natural love. With the Satiety in reverse, it's like motherfucker just don't blend well with you. Oh, now they gotta be punished forever. Motherfucker just don't accept the type of love you trying to give them, and they just keep a healthy distance and not lead you on. Oh, this motherfucker gotta be punished too. Like, motherfuckers gotta get up out of these expectations and entitled ass energy that society right now, whether you want to agree or not, is breeding narcissists and sociopaths and entitled motherfuckers right now. Everywhere you look, somebody got a protest about the way you said apple, the way you like something over something else. You can't even, man. Everybody on some weak ass soapbox about nothing. You got oppressor in reverse with abundance coming out in the upright position. So remember, I always tell y'all, the enemy is anything, person, place, or thing that seeks to oppose you or oppress, not oppose you, oppress you. Not oppose you, because there's always going to be opposing factors to things. The enemy is any person, place, or thing that seeks to oppress you. Oh, excuse me. You got oppression in reverse with abundance in the upright. So this is powerful, because this is like what was once oppressing you, keeping you down. Some of you guys could have felt like you just had a foot on your neck every time you crossed a milestone or tried to get up or you did something. Every time you turn around with something else holding you down. That shit is slowly but surely being removed from you. The enemy is any person, place, or thing that tries to oppress you or that is oppressing you. It could be, what if you're trying to quit smoking cigarettes? That's the enemy. What if you try to quit drinking hard liquor? That's the enemy. You know, like, everybody got their own enemy. You know, it ain't always a person, but it's shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta look in your own life and see where the enemy is in your own life. But then the enemy can be people, okay? Can be places or like energetic environments that you choose to dwell in and shit. And then you got to think about the agent of the enemy. Because, see, the enemy can't operate on its own, so there has to be an agent of the enemy. All right? And so the enemy will send out their little minions, their agents, their gremlins and shit, to come try to make sure that their manifestation comes to pass in some kind of little way. But you are being broken free from that with the oppression in reverse. So some of you guys have been battling your own enemies within and without. Because one thing I know is when you start to tap into that enemy within, you be like, holy shit. And then you start to look out and everything being a different lens. You start to just take down each enemy in your life. Whether it be stuff, again, from within you, or it be motherfuckers on the outside who was attracted to that enemy within you, and then they start being an enemy in your life. Because motherfuckers see that. Like, your enemy, even your enemy could be being a fake-ass empath. Which means you always just allowing people to dump on you, hurt you, abuse you, punish you, project onto you because you an empath. A demon will see that shit on your ass, jump into another vessel, and then that's the agent of that enemy. And then they'll come in and oppress your ass some more. That's why you can't be running around here titling yourself with everything. You know? You gotta be clear. Because it's always gonna be an agent of the enemy. Always. And if the enemy is external, they're a coward. So they have to have agents. They have to have people put in place to help them carry out their little weird agenda. You got strife coming out in reverse. This is low-key like the Five of Wands energy. This is funny to me because this guy on one side of the card looked like he fighting for something that's his. The other person on the other side of the card looked like they just in it to win it. Okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with a feminine energy who is in her distorted masculine energy. So some of you guys could be dealing with someone that's like always on some competitive shit. Like even stuff that you are doing that they're not a part of, they have to find some way to like compete with you. Somebody wants to like compete with you to oppress you, but you're not an oppressed person anymore. And so they can't. Yeah. Bottom of the deck in the upright position, the universe. Like you've changed, you've grown, you're in a new cycle. I'm telling you, you like on some 5D up shit. So anybody who's in the Five of Wands, you like, man, what am I going to compete and fight and crumb snatch and betray and backdoor you for when I'm getting everything I need in my own little space? But it's a big space. Because it's accumulating a lot of good fire, a lot of good energy. If you look here on the card, it's like a lot of good fire, a lot of good energy, stars and shit around this person, right? So this like the universe being like, yo, just stay in your own lane, upright position, rock star. Yeah. Creating your own fire, your own like spark around yourself without having to have, you know, power at the bottom of the deck. Come on, y'all. It's Sunday. Yeah. It's a whole new vibe. With the rock star card coming out and universe. You could be like a universalist. A universalist is someone who just like taps into the energy of the universe and works with that. Like, I can't really verbalize it, and I really don't care to, because I don't need nobody trying to be like, oh, well, you get it. If you know, you know. You're able to work with all the elements. You got the kindergarten teacher in reverse. And you had the therapist in reverse earlier too. And with the bottom of the deck is devil in reverse. Okay, so you can't teach um nobody how not to be. Like, you can't. You just gotta do you. This ain't the time for you to be trying to teach somebody how not to be a devil or no shit, or not to how to be a demon. Like, you just gotta not be a demon and do you. And motherfuckers just gonna have to learn by example. But this ain't time for you to be reaching back and trying to show everybody nothing right now. Yeah. Ace of disc in the upright position. Focus on your own goals right now. And if you ain't got no fucking goals, get some. Shit. Just do something. Spirit is like, just do something. I'm telling you. And do some shit that ain't got nothing to do with harm to none. Like, I don't think people understand that. Emperor in reverse. They don't. Some people don't understand that. They think that to gain something, they got to be controlling and dominating other people. Because they operate in a lower aspect of their ego with the dancer in reverse. They just want to be all over the place in everybody lane and cause tower moments in everybody lane because they have a need to control what everybody is doing. Or to like take from what somebody's doing. And with the dancer in reverse, pretend like they not. Like, that's not they moves. You've got indolence in reverse with dominion in reverse. So the shit that was like holding you back is no longer holding you back. Like, there could have been like a drunken energy over some of y'all. Hear me out. It could have been like a drunken energy. Like, but somebody, I'm hearing this is like somebody that don't even drink. Somebody that don't even smoke. It could have been like a drunken energy over someone that just had like such a whole dominion over them. Like some type of toxic ass spiritual energy that just had a hold over somebody. It doesn't have dominion over them anymore. You could have thought like something was wrong with somebody mentally. That shit don't have dominion over them anymore. Let me see something. Yeah. I feel like there was like some type of energy like that over somebody. Like they couldn't see clearly. Like spirit saying like possession of sorts. That was a projection from this person. Look at this person. The hacker. It was a projection from this person. I don't want me to tell you that. Yeah. It was a hacker with the Prince of Disc in reverse, the day trader. Y'all make sure motherfuckers ain't trading y'all like information online or some shit. But like I feel like this hacker is somebody who like to tamper with people's spiritual energy. That's why the Indolence card is here with Dominion. Somebody like to like somebody likes to play with people's energy. Yeah, with the luxury card and the milk on the table. This motherfucker still drink cow milk. Like this motherfucker is like toxic as fuck. This energy luxury with the hacker. This is someone who finds joy in like making a gang of different like fake pages to harass people on. They like to make a gang of fake pages to like spy on people. They got a gang of fake pages where they comment shit to see how you gonna comment about them, or they like to DM people as other people, but they really a certain person. They'll follow somebody you at beef with just to see and screenshot shit to send it back to somebody to keep a beef up with somebody. Like this person just play around with energy and time online with a hacker and a luxury. Like that's all they do. They like to make fake pages to follow you, not to support you or be a good source for you, but to see what you're doing, to monitor you. This could be like a friend or like a family member, right? That maybe you got like a public social media page. They'll follow you under a fake account, never like or comment on nothing, but watch everything you do. Or maybe they ain't under a fake account, but they'll just watch everything you do online. Never support you, never say nothing, but just be in the background looming. Look, they just sitting there on the couch in their drawers, looking at a screen, wasting away with the hacker. He just sitting in a room with a gang of screens. So this is a person that got a gang of throwaway phones, or they got a gang of like accounts linked to one social media account. They just hop from different accounts to spy on people they broke up with, spy on people they beefing with, but they frenemies with, spy on, like do little weirdo shit just to kind of like put a little bug in to see how you gonna respond to certain little actions they throw out. They'll do that shit. To like further their case of worry and defeat, like we saw earlier. Yeah, I was in the energy of defeat and worry. So I created a fake page, commented to you about this just to see how you was gonna say, if you was gonna say something about me, or I told my friend to DM you or talk to you about me to see. Like this is a motherfucker that just sit online all day and that's their whole life, and then they feel like everything they see online is the truth, and they don't have no better judgment. Motherfuckers be crazy. Ace of Discs, you out here trying to make something of yourself, trying to get whatever fuck life you got together. Costume designer at the bottom of the deck, yeah, faking the funk. Somebody a catfish all day, every day, whether it be a catfish of their personality or a catfish of their energy or a catfish of their fucking page. Costume designer. Somebody out here faking the funk. I tell you all the time when a hierophant come out in reverse on the right away. This is somebody who gonna dress the part, play the part, but that they just playing a role. And baby, after a while, they can't play that role no more. Either you gonna roll with the original them, or you gonna hold on to the memory of the fake them, or they gonna make your ass put on a costume just to be around they punk ass. Now the whole crew fake. Throw the whole tribe away. Everything's coming out in the wash. Because costumes and shit, I mean, motherfuckers got on a gang of layers. Shit. You got failure coming out in reverse. The glare. Hold on, let me do a little YouTube hands to see it work. Oh shit, it worked. Okay. Failure coming out reverse. Once you get around from these motherfuckers in these little costumes and shit, yeah. Cause look, bottom of the deck is interference. Once you get from around these motherfuckers who's interfering with your plans and your trajectory and shit, you can't fail. You can't lose then. You can't lose. Victory. Upright position. Get the fuck from around people who don't want to see you go nowhere. And this the thing. How a motherfucker gonna sit in your face? And y'all tell me the truth. How a motherfucker gonna sit in your face, see you fighting, pushing, building, trying to make something of yourself, and have a shitty attitude with you because you trying to make something of yourself, means that you can't uphold their insecurities all fucking day. That's interference. That's static. Like, what the fuck? Like, you doing all this spiritual work. You doing all this shit you got to do out here in the world to stay the same, to never heal, to never grow. And with healing and with growth comes change and fucking evolution and new goals or new ways to go about the old goals and shit. You mean to tell me a motherfucker's supposed to sit in your face and see you doing all that and then act shitty with you? And be 1 foot in and 1 foot out with your ass? Playing devil's advocate with your ass? And that's why I always be telling y'all, don't let no motherfucker come in your life and think they're going to play devil's advocate in your life. Because when a motherfucker decide they going to play devil's advocate in your life, that means they're open to discussion on some wicked shit about you. That means the discussion is open. And they gonna sit around with these other motherfuckers who don't even like you, or who got some type of unwarranted grudge or emotional angst against you. They gonna sit amongst these motherfuckers and let these motherfuckers plead their case to them. Now they done went to spiritual court to get some shit against you. You didn't even get to show up and defend yourself. Fuck that and fuck them. Don't let nobody come in your life and think you got to go to spiritual court for their ass and your own shit. And if a motherfucker's playing devil's advocate with you, they got some kind of stake in there. They got some type of something in there. If you find yourself having to play devil's advocate, motherfucker, you don't even know them to begin with. You don't even know their character. You don't even know if they solid or not. If you got to be playing that type of game. Shit. Don't ever let nobody think they judge, jury, and executioner, prosecutor, defendant, the protagonist, the antagonist, all in your whole little life. Hold up. How you get to play all these roles and now I gotta play it into it with you? or set up some defense mechanisms against it because you want to play these roles. Stop allowing people to do that. People be exaggerating their place in your life, and then when you trying to heal, they come into your life on chapter 10 at the third page to the end, and you get into chapter 11. Now they mad at you because you moved to chapter 11 in your own life. Now they on the back end trying to control the narrative of how people see you and how y'all fell out or how they fell out with you. Always let motherfucker fall out with you. You don't have to fall out with people. When your heart is in the right space and you genuine, you just moving through your own life, motherfuckers ain't gonna have nothing to bring up on you. And that's what all motherfuckers care about is receipts and bullshit. Don't let nobody make your spirit and your integrity and and shit like that no fucking receipt. You let these motherfuckers fall out with themselves. You let these people create outcast situations within themselves. With the therapist in reverse, it's not your job to put your own mental health on the line so motherfuckers don't feel like you how somebody else made them feel. Or like you trying to hurt them because you trying to protect your own mental health or heal yourself. Don't ever let a motherfucker put you in that position to where you gotta be feeling like you gotta question your own mental health and your spiritual health against their wants and desires and insecurities. Because the moment you start doing that, that's when a demon can get you, an agent that gets you. When you start waging your own spiritual and mental health against somebody else's insecurities. You can't do that. And it ain't gonna make sense to a lot of people right now. Oh, it's gonna seem cold-hearted. Oh, no, it's not. And a lot of people who do that to people don't want nobody else to know that that's not how to be. You can love people, support people, champion people without taking on their insecurities and allowing their insecurities to alter the way you live your life or the way you go about your spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll be right back. I'm about to go get something to drink. Was the dinner good? Thanks. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's move on. We'll put this deck up. And this deck is big, so I gotta get it out the way first. That's what she said. Yeah, this one on the table. Shout out to everybody who liked the video. Like, I am so anal, guys. Like, sometimes if my decks aren't like neat and in place, I don't be wanting to touch them. Wait a minute, that's the wrong order. Okay. All right. Let's see, Spirit. I don't know what deck I want to use next, guys. I feel like we need something to mellow us out, okay? Because I was wilding a little bit. All right. We're going to go with the tea leaf. Shout out to Queen Wit for getting me this deck. I think it was the year before last on my solar return. We do have a lot of good decks, gang. So even when y'all be hearing me being like, oh, I want another deck, I'm not being ungrateful. Y'all know me. But we do have a lot of good decks. I just feel like sometimes we get wrapped up in the moment and we be on one deck for like 20 minutes sometimes. So we don't get a chance to like use all the great decks, but I'm gonna start trying to incorporate them more into the readings. Ooh. Oh my god, look what came out. I love this deck too, guys. This is a good deck. Okay, you guys got Tankard. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah. I feel honestly, gang, it's gonna be like an energy of like you just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and like finally you're just gonna start to like enjoy your life. Be more grateful, be more thankful, and all the things that you have, like even the small things. Being grateful about the small things makes the big things, oh my God, just so overwhelming. And there's like a mug, you could say like a beer mug on this card. So some of you guys might get out and drink, but remember we talked about earlier, okay? Like if you gonna go to somebody's house and you know your motherfucking ass drink Douce, bring your own little bottle of Douce. If you know you drink Henny, bring your own bottle of Henny. Pour your own shit. keep your shit in the trunk of your motherfucking car. You know what I mean? Drink in the car when you get to the front, so by the time you get to the end, you be sober enough to drive your punk ass home. Or just, if you gonna Uber there, don't eat no candy or no snacks in the car. Have your bottle in your bag with your chaser, and all you get from they punk asses is ice. But I'm telling you, because it's gonna be a lot of holiday parties and shit coming up, and you don't want to be fucked up out here. Okay? Well, I'm telling you now. Fix your own drinks and bring your own bottle. BYOB. Shit. That's how we do it. BYOB, motherfucker. All right. Bottom of the deck, dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Yeah. Don't be out here thinking everything is all peachy keen all the time. Use your discernment. You know? Sometimes we could self-delude. Like, oh, well, create some little fantasy and shit in our mind about how a motherfucker is, and that's not even really how they are. Or that's not even how the situation is, or that's not even how we are. Okay? Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Oh, shit. I'm just dropping everything. Hold on, y'all. Actually kind of glad these cards dropped because it's so many of them that I be wanting to shuffle them different, but since they fell, that means they shuffled themselves. Okay. There we go. All right, you got ladder in the upright position, climbing towards success. And you had success in the other card. In the other card. In the other deck. Coming out with ladder is the rainbow. This card says the most difficult part of a situation is over. And remember I was telling you that it was over? What card did we have? Oh my God, I can't remember. Damn. It wasn't destruction. Dang. Y'all have to rewind it. But y'all remember, we were talking about the end to all of that shit. You've got June in the upright position. And so June, summer energy, we talked about on Friday, summer being very important to you. And if you look on this June card, this is like an angel in some kind of like ceremonial type energy. Flowers and shit, and like the hands opening, the wings open, with the rainbow and June. So June might be a time where you really start to see a turnaround on your manifestations. Or you might just be like out at the beach or something and see a rainbow. Wow. Oh my God. Look. Bottom of the deck is well. In the upright position, great worry over nothing. So with the rainbow and great worry over nothing, it's like the things that you were worried about, They don't even turn out as bad. You also have pen in the upright, new job or career. With wishbone, wish is granted. Yeah. Wow. There really might be like a spillover of like good fortune for you guys, like things lining up, jobs coming in, clients coming in, seeing happiness after a time of like a lot of dreary shit. So pain don't last forever. Hold on. We gotta clarify this. I was about to put this deck up, and then Skull was sitting on the top that says, hidden secrets can harm you. This might be head work coming from someone else. I ain't even fucking lying. Look at the bottom of the deck. And y'all saw me about to put this deck up. It says Axe. Forces working against you. Somebody might be trying to do like head work on you. Like make you have headaches. And look what's after that. October in reverse. And I was telling y'all on Friday to up your protection this month and beyond. Somebody's doing something this month to like either cloud your judgment, doing head work on you to make you like have psychic attacks, headaches, sleepless nights, headaches. Spirit says headaches again, cloudy judgment, cloudy vision, psychic attacks with the axe and the skull. This literally, look at this shit. This literally looks like a psychic attack with the axe and the skull. Yep. Hidden secrets can harm you. Forces working against you. So somebody got bad mind thoughts against you. And they think about this shit constantly with the axe. They think about it a lot, like it's they're beating it constantly, beating it. They can even be like beating off to you, like somebody that'll like treat your spirit or energy like porn or something, like beat off to you about some hateful shit and then have hateful energy towards you afterwards, or somebody that'll have sex with you and then hate you afterwards, like somebody wants to like mind fuck you or something here. They do. Well, yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Be mindful of that shit, because motherfuckers be on that weird type of time. Those would be the frenemies, that the bitch that want to fuck you but be acting like they your friend but sabotaging you in the background. Or the dude you sleeping with the enemy, or a dude that's acting like they your friend but you ain't let them fuck, and they been your friend 5 years and they got some secret grudge against you. Psychic attacks, mind fucking. Like this was somebody like to do to you. You be having a great day. Bottom of the deck, heart, love, deep affection, and caring. You could be having like loving energy all around you, having that around you, and this motherfucker will wish that your family will fall apart just so you don't have love and support. So you gotta run to them to get that shit. Motherfuckers be on some wicked mind shit right now. That's why I'm telling you, people who act out of the lower aspect of their emotions, they be demons. Because they'll wish you hate, pain, unhappiness just because you didn't fulfill their insecurity, or you didn't coddle their insecurity, or you didn't like hold them in some type of way. They'll be having wicked battles against you in their mind. You'll be wondering like, why am I picking up this opposing energy from this person? But I love them. Like I care about them. I'm cool with them. Why am I picking this up that they feel a way about me? It's because your spidey senses is tingling, and you could feel this axe with this skull. You could feel them chipping away at your mind or your psyche in some type of way, because they focusing on you so much. October, they could be doing this shit right now, or they do it every October. Somebody try to rage psychic attacks or attacks against you every October. My nigga. Like I told your ass on Friday, you could be saying kind things, or you could be thinking like, oh, I love them. They're so kind. They're so patient. On the back end, this motherfucker going crazy with the skull and the axe. Mad at you, raging mental war with you, mental warfare with you. Hoping you catch wind to it. To create some type of guilt trip in your mind. To go back and then dead everything you building and appease to their insecurities. And they still ain't gonna be happy. I'm telling you right now, they still ain't gonna be happy. Alright. You got September. September, October, November, December, man. So September, October together, that's a synchronicity. So this motherfucker been feeling like this about you for seasons, my nigga. They been feeling like this shit about you for months. Consecutively. And they go back and forth. Because October came out before September, and we all know September come before October. So this is a motherfucker, like I said, they go back and forth in their mind about, I hate you, I love you, I want you to grow, I want you to die, I want you to, I don't know. Like, motherfucker is confused. They don't know if they come or going. That's why September came after October. Because this motherfucker don't even know what time zone they in, let alone how they feel about your punk ass. They raging mental warfare with you in any time zone. They don't even know what day of the week of it is, because every day they mad at you. It's the same day. It's the same month. It's the same year for their punk ass. Telling you, motherfuckers be sitting up holding seasonal grudges with your punk ass. And you don't even know why. You thinking all these great, lovely, flowery, and bullshit ass things. And then with some weirdo shit. Bottom of the deck is pineapple, reconciliation in reverse. And what did I tell you at the top of the reading? Somebody gonna be trying to call a truce with you, but it's gonna be fake. Pineapple in reverse. Reconciliation in reverse. What people be saying they safe word is pineapple. Moon energy. So this is hidden. Somebody got a hidden grudge with your podcast. They mad at you on the low. Cause they mad at you on the low because you happy. Because every time the seasons change, you still find a reason to be happy. So they mad at you. They mad at the changes in your life. This moon card says moon, changes in your life. They mad at the changes in your life. That be the reason. I'm telling you right now. If you had a friend or blah, 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 or associate or a person you know, because sometimes motherfuckers ain't your friends. They just people you know. Or your family, and you start making healthy changes, and you happy and you healthy and you healing like the other card said. Motherfuckers be mad at the changes in your life. And then they start raging psychic attacks on you for the changes you done made. Because the changes you made shine light. Everybody wants to be so fucking loving light. The changes you made in the shadow in this moon energy shines light on the shit they don't want to heal in their own life. Loving like that shit then. Love that motherfucking light. And stop trying to gaslight people about going in their moon energy, go into darkness and heal. Can't shit grow out without the darkness. The seed don't bear the fruit till they get to the light out of the darkness. So you got to have both. Speaking of that, you got torch coming out in the upright position. This card says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So we still on point. So you keep allowing motherfuckers to make you feel like ain't no such thing as dark or all, I don't know. Because everybody got some other shit to say. It's not even that complicated. I feel like everybody right now making spirituality and communication more complicated than it has to be. And that's how they get fucked up. And that's how they start casting stones at other people. That's how they start ridiculing other people, having a God complex against other motherfuckers because they feel like they so spiritual because they wore yellow on Tuesday or some shit. Like, motherfuckers be out here on some superiority complexes and God complexes for dumbass shit. It can't even touch grass. Can't even get down to earth with nobody. Can't even just have a regular ass moment with a motherfucker. And they're gonna try to teach you that that's what spirituality is. Not being able to be down to earth for a motherfucker. Not being able to have critical thinking. Being a contrarian don't mean you got critical thought. That just means you want to disagree for the sake of disagreeing so you can feel superior. You can start a fucking argument to get yourself off. When you down to earth, you can understand and understand why people do certain shit. And if it ain't harmful to you or nobody around you, it don't really bother you like that. You could when you down to earth, you can link up with many different people from different walks of life. It still has some harmony and still experience spiritual enlightenment, like this card says. Awareness and understanding. You gotta be like everybody making shit harder than it has to be. That's why everybody gonna be fucking miserable. Me calling that shit spirituality. And me and my collective, we gonna be laughing at other shit. Happy about other shit. Because you can't get caught up in all these things that people are trying to force you to believe that you gotta be acting like and saying like and doing like to be spiritual. You already spiritual, my nigga. That's your default setting. How you think you got here? You already spiritual. Chill the fuck out. You could be enlightened and have that connection and all this without being uptight and moody and mean spirited and all this shit. That it's a time and place for all that shit. All right, let's get some oracle messages and then we out of here, gang. Oh no, that's too much. Let's see. Damn. I can't find this one deck that I like a lot. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to find it. Oh no, I think this might be it. I might be tripping. This might be the one I got in my hand. Yeah, I think this one is it. Alright, y'all. I don't think this one is it, but it might. Yeah, it is it. See, I'm tripping. I'm Like, where's the deck? And it's right in my hand. Oh, fuck. It's the one in my damn hand. All right. You guys got the Horse King, assistance, control. Ooh, let's read this now. Um, Pardon me, but the name the Horse King took me to a realm that I shouldn't have been in. That's all I'm saying about that. This card's number 42, breaks down to the 6. Lord help me. Cause I'm the demon, gang. No, that's natural. I mean, shit. Who don't want a Horse King? Like, come on now. Don't play me. Okay. Now I'm wrong. All right, gang. It was me this time. Okay. This card says, the horse. Okay. Oh, Lord. The Horse King wants to know why you think you can do everything by yourself. Keeping control of everything around you is counterproductive and exhausting. You may lose an important opportunity if you insist on being stubborn. The Horse King is patient, however, and will wait for you to come to your senses and accept the help you need. You won't be able to reach your goal otherwise. Yet the Horse King says that all it takes is a decision to jump on his back. To jump on his back and ask for help, and graciously allow yourself to be carried to your destination. Let go of control, and amazing things can happen for you. Yeah, some of y'all need to loosen up. Okay? Look, I'm jumping on his back, gang. Fuck, I'm out. I'm leaving y'all bitches behind. I'm jumping on the Horse King back, and we out. Okay? Fuck y'all and fuck that. What you say, Horse King? I'm jumping on your back. We out of here. See y'all Friday, girls. See y'all Friday. Bitch, I am out. I am on the Horse King back. Nigga. I'm out of here. Don't hate. Don't hate. When you see me on the Horse King back. Shit, ask if the Horse King got other Horse King friends. Okay, because if I'm rolling with a horse king, he got horse king friends for my friends. So we all riding out. Shit. You already know. Shit, they all hug like horses around this motherfucking camp. We are out of here, gang. Riches in tow. Bonnets in tow. Silk scarves. Pillowcase. We out of here. Canned goods. Spring water. Oh my God. We are out of here, gang. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving all y'all. Y'all ain't going? Okay, well, I'll see y'all later. We got shit to do. He ain't playing, and he ain't waiting on y'all to get y'all thoughts together. Neither am I. I done sold out to the horse king. Shit. No, seriously, gang. It says you're gonna need some assistance sometimes, and you gotta get out of this masculine ass femininity that you in. I know it's great, and you get shit done, and especially if you got a good man in your life or a man that's trying and some shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't try. Sometimes just get in the ball, let them lead. Like, come on. But in other aspects, like, sometimes it does take a team, and you don't want to miss out on opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people will be so afraid to get hurt, so afraid to feel stupid, so afraid to look foolish, that they'll try to exact control on everybody in their life. They'll try to exact control on a motherfucker that ain't even in their life. Like a stranger on the internet, my nigga. Like, sometimes when people are afraid of not having control or being hurt, they'll get to be a narcissist. Let me tell you how that'll happen. A motherfucker will date someone they presume as a narcissist. Their desires won't be met. They'll feel shrunk. They'll feel unseen. They'll feel outcasted, abused, and they'll get around motherfuckers that see them and start to become the motherfucker that hurt them. A lot of motherfuckers be out here, especially a lot of women, my nigga. And I talk to a lot of women. So if you always, I had somebody tell me in a personal reading, like, you be going so hard on the HPs, but you don't be going hard on the high priest. You don't be going on hard on the divine. Look, I ain't a nigga. I ain't a man. So I can't really go in on them like that. I talk to the women in a way that women know how to be talked to, because we raise a nation. The way women have such power and control of the raising and mindsets of the humans we bring into this world, we gotta be fucking healing ourselves. So it needs to be more men standing up and talking to men. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody pandered to women. Everybody talk to women. Don't nobody got no message for no niggas out here that's running wild, acting reckless. And if they do, they on some fucking pseudo-sexual shit where they use the sexuality to bind the minds of the women and throwing their dick in a circle and wearing gray sweatpants to tell a message and shit. Bitches done lost concentration after the first 5 seconds of you standing in the camera. Like, I ain't got time for that. So don't ask me why I go hard on the high priestesses, because it's a responsibility to be a high priestess. Can't be out here claiming you're a high priestess. You out here fucking around and doing demonic ass shit to other women and children and shit, bitch. Then I don't give a fuck about you. I really don't. If you out here hurting children, you out here hurting other women because you jealous and envious and covetous, I don't give a fuck about you or your feelings or how you feel about how I deliver a message and shit. Because My true collective and motherfuckers that fuck with me gonna fuck with me because they feel what I'm saying. It has energy to it that's true. If you out here being mean to kids, you out here trying to destroy other people and women because your desires and your insecurities ain't met, I don't give a fuck about what you feel about how I'm saying some shit. Ain't gonna have me in no prison. Missing opportunities because I don't want to express the true feeling of some shit. Fuck that. All right, let's move on. Yeah. All right. Damn. This card says self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness, material wealth, true prosperity. So if someone stays in a self-sabotaging mindset, it's gonna always lead to a poverty mindset, a poverty consciousness. That 5 of disc we saw earlier at the top of the reading. With the diamond dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Somebody not gonna be able to see true goodness when they don't have an abundance spirit, an abundant mindset, abundant intentions. They're going to always see somebody trying to snake them, get over on them. Somebody that's always lying, going to always think you lying. Somebody that's always stubborn and in disbelief and in cognitive dissonance and shit, they're going to always think you lying and that what you saying ain't true and what you saying is on some fairy tale shit, or they're going to try to paint a fairy tale into the logic and the shit that you really trying to get them to understand. You can't make nobody see diamonds if they got a rock mindset. They ain't even gonna understand how diamonds are created. They gonna think that any work that's put into anything is futile if they're not seeing instant results. You can't be around people like that. Not with the horse king on your ass. Literally. Horse king like, yo, we got shit to do. Buck up. Saddle up, motherfucker. We gotta make moves. Can't be around nobody no lack ass mindset when you trying to create diamonds and you rolling with the horse king and everybody motherfucking talking about, oh, you shouldn't do that, you can't do that, that's impossible because my auntie cousin tried it and it was impossible for him and now you can't. No, you can't be around that type of energy when you got a purpose and you got a goal and you got an ambition in your heart and you got a love in your heart for some shit you want to make and create and do and live and experience. You can't do that. You gotta live a fucking full life. And the horse king is presenting himself to show you there's bigger things ahead for you. Ride it out. Get on the horse king back. Let's go. You can't be around motherfuckers that don't want to do it. You know? You can't. It's just defeating. It's exhausting. Bottom of the deck, you got the word Lord. Communication, praise, dishonesty. Oh, good grief. Let's read this. Your body responds to praise and does everything in the world around you. And so does everything in the world around you. Praise it for its inherent health and beauty. Apply yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Praise your bills. Give thanks for the services you enjoy, and watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with Spirit's increasing power. This is also a time to remember the powerful practice of affirmations. Write them down and speak them aloud as a spiritual exercise. Say it is so, and it will be. It is a very auspicious sign when the world Lord chooses to be your ally. Ashe. That shit said, your body responds to praise, as does everything in the world around you. Praise it for its inherent health and beauty. Applaud yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Praise your bills. Give thanks for the services you enjoy, and watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with Spirit's increasing power. Where it says, applaud yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Remember, I was telling you earlier that everybody's idea of success is different. Like, someone may just get out of bed, wash their face, brush their teeth. Somebody dealing with depression. See, people don't be overstanding that. And see, don't let nobody overstand you. Don't let nobody stand over you and tell you what you should be resonating with, and tell you what you should be happy for or grateful for in your life. Fuck with people that understand you. You know what I'm saying? People that understanding is true empathic energy. When you understand someone, you understand like their emotions, how they feeling when they're going through something, how they process it, how it's gonna take time, how it's gonna pan out, and you can really feel if they on that trajectory to fix shit. Like, you gotta understand. Don't always try to overstand a motherfucker, and then don't even really just understand. Don't be under somebody's standing of some bullshit, and they trying to place you up under them so they can stand over you. Like, it's all the same side of the fucking coin, but it's in a different vibe. Like, understanding is different, because somebody that understands you gonna have more compassion, grace, and love for you. When people understand you, they know if you need certain clearance, or I can't really verbalize it, but your heart know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, when people understand you, it ain't no room for qualms and miscommunication and fake ass beefs and fake falling outs and fake ass truces and shit, because they understand you. They know you ain't on no wicked time towards them, so it ain't nothing to be in qualms about. When motherfucker understand you, it's harmony when y'all link up. It's harmony when y'all exchange messages. It ain't no stale ass vibe when you texting or talking. It ain't no stale ass underlining grudge or some bullshit because they was trying to overstand you, or they thought you understood why they would be mad about certain shit. Nah. Says praise your bills. All that means is that you, when you praise your bills in an esoteric sense, it's just like, oh, I'm praising it because I got the money to pay it. Not unnecessary bullshit, but like, the shit you need, like your phone, your gas, your lights, your water, your heat, all that shit. Be grateful in paying that. Manifest that you will always have the finances to cover those things. Don't go into paying your bills with grudge. Go into paying your bills with gratefulness that you even have it to pay it. And then everything else that comes after that is just for you to kind of like have a little fun with, or, put to the side for something. Give thanks for the services you enjoy. If your ass can sit the fuck at home and order groceries on Instacart, bitch, you need to not be complaining. If you could sit the fuck at home and just wait for shit to be delivered to your front door, you ain't got to get out in the world, you should not be complaining. If you can get up and go in there and fix a hot cup of tea, take a hot shower, and soak your feet and your body and shit, it's some shit you shouldn't be complaining about. See, we in this participation trophy world where everybody feel like if they ain't got what the other motherfucker got, then they shouldn't even be happy. And that's dwindling down people's gratitude and their grace and their heart and their graciousness and their thankfulness. But nobody don't want to talk about that. People sitting around calculating and accumulating or whatever the fuck they want to call it, pocket watching and shit, or energy watching, because now motherfuckers just want to energy watch all day. See what kind of energy you putting out so they can try to accumulate that same frequency to take something from you or to accumulate what you done got. Like, motherfuckers just mind be in the wrong place. Give thanks for the services you enjoy and watch the ability to pay for them increase as you align with Spirit's increasing power. Give to the energies that give to you. Pour into the things that pour into you. And watch how Spirit increases you in your ability to do that. Nobody want to talk about that shit though. Everybody just like transactional. Oh, they did this, I'm gonna do that. They didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do that, so I'm not gonna do this. Everybody's sitting around with little tally marks on people's spirits and shit. Fucking demons. Fucking demons. I can't stand that demonic ass shit. Motherfuckers sitting around with tally marks on people's spirit. Oh, I'm gonna tally mark this. I'm gonna put a strike here and a strike there because you didn't respond to my insecurity in this way and that way. Motherfuckers just trying to be out here giving themselves some fucking grace and compassion. And your punk ass would know that shit if you wasn't so busy keeping tally and keeping calculating on motherfucking spirits, and you would see people's hearts. See, people be acting like they're an empath and shit. I don't believe that shit. Don't tell me you're no empath. I don't give a fuck if you're an empath. I'm an empath too, but we ain't the same. People be out so busy calculating how people showed their loyalty that they skip over the moment of the loyalty. So quick trying to get to the next moment of how a person proved themselves to them that they skip over the moment and the enjoyment and the peace and the real shit within that moment when the motherfucker was there for them. Because they too busy looking for the next moment the motherfucker was there for them to try to calculate some shit on they spirit. Like they God. Like they your God and your devil. That shit is annoying. Motherfuckers be trying to come in your life and make themselves your God and your devil and your angels. Oh, you do what I like, I'm your angel. You do what I hate, I'm your demon. You do what I said, I'm your God. You go against what you know hurt my feelings, now I'm your devil. And if you let a motherfucker play out that energy too long in your life, they'll wreak havoc across your whole fucking life. If you ain't a strong spirit and put a fucking stop to that shit. And that's the truth. Everybody out here on some fucking sunny days, sunny side, eggs up ass shit. They can't see. As soon as something hurt their feelings or go against their little jaded ass mindsets, they want to be somebody God and somebody devil or somebody angel and somebody demon. Like they got the right. And when you put yourself in a position to be somebody angel or somebody demon or somebody God or somebody devil, you already showing to the true gods and goddesses, to the true angels, and to the true demons that you are a lesser spirit. You are a weaker spirit because you doing that shit because your desires wasn't felt by this person. Or because this person didn't coddle your insecurities, or this person didn't show up in ways for you that they wasn't able to. So you want to demonize them. You doing that shit on a weaker ass level. And then all the shit you acquire and all the attention you acquire from that shit gonna disappear. And the truth and the stronger spirits is gonna always be there. The stronger spirits gonna be there whether they fucking tired, whether they fucking had a bad day, whether they fucking don't feel like it, but they know they got a duty to do. The stronger spirits gonna always be around. Because the stronger spirits don't even be looking for no fucking clutch like that. No, not clutch, excuse me, crutch. The stronger spirits don't really be looking for no crutch like that. Because when you become a strong spirit, you start to step into accountability. And when you step into that accountability, you realize that the circumstances and the outcomes and shit made on your own decisions. So then you start to be a stronger, even stronger spirit by making better decisions. And you ain't gonna have no room to sit up and blame no motherfucking body. And even if a motherfucker do come up against you on some surface level, one-dimensional beef or bullshit, they gonna be fighting themselves. They gonna be shadow boxing, my nigga. They gonna be shadow boxing because you ain't even gonna show up. It's not even worth the stripes. That spirit done already gave your ass. God already gave you some shit. You don't have to worry about fighting these motherfuckers. They gonna destroy themselves. No matter if it take 10 years and you had to be on some 10-year learn how to be solid type shit. That was armor being built up for your spirit. And that was their spirit being weakened. You gotta start looking at shit different. And then you gotta be careful of all these over-religious ass chosen motherfuckers, because they'll be coming up and raging war against you. And you ain't even bothering they punk ass. It's a whole lot of spiritual warfare going on out here. Not just in the tarot world, not just in the religious world, in the world as a whole. And if you're not fully aware, if you not tapped into all your senses and sensories and shit, you get washed up in the current in one of these little waves that people are trying to throw at us right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on. And see, what I've learned on my own motherfucking journey is that people will think you weak. People will think that you are a weak spirit. Or that you carry some type of fear in your heart towards them because you don't want to engage them in spiritual warfare. Don't ever let a punk ass weak spirit come in your life and feel like, oh, I'm in your life now and I feel like this, so now we gotta have a spiritual warfare. No, the fuck you don't. You let these motherfuckers go to spiritual warfare with themselves. That's how spirit will know, like, okay, this motherfucker got a military mindset. They ain't gonna just jump at every little thing that come to them. And you got a lot of weak ass spirits out here that just want to be known for having some type of conflict with you. That just want to be known for being attached to you in some type of way. That's a parasite. That's a parasitic ass fucking spirit. That's a parasitic ass being. And it take a strong spirit not to jump at everything somebody say about them, or about every rumor, or about every bait. Because sometimes a motherfucker won't even come at you with a rumor. Sometimes the agent of the enemy will come at you like y'all cool from when. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll come at you like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then before you know it, they don't want me to say this, before you know it, you talking to them about some little funny shit y'all done talked about in the past, and then they slide some bullshit in on you about what somebody else said to you. That's only because they falling out with them or they an agent. It's either one of the two. It ain't no in between. Either they falling out with this person and they want to know why you fell out with this person and you didn't say nothing, you didn't make a scene. They want to know what you know. Or they want to know why you fell out with this person so they can go tell. Like, motherfuckers be on some little dumbass telephone shit. But swear they grown. Swear they past above the bullshit. It be so much going on right now. If you don't got true spiritual discernment, my nigga, you gonna be wrapped up in all that shit with these people. And then they wanna flash this little holographic image of love and light over spirituality so people stop telling the truth. Anytime something become a trend and everybody talking about it and everybody doing it, and you could go into fucking Hollister and get some crystals and some tarot cards, you know you in fucking trouble, my nigga. And you know that there is a hologram or a holograph or whatever the fuck graph that's being thrown over you. So the truth is gonna be concealed. The truth ain't gonna get a lot of traction. And the commercialized version of it is gonna be all over, plastered everywhere. Plastered everywhere. Know that. Damn, we an hour and 27 minutes in or some shit. I'm about to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right, gang, I'm back. All right. All right. Okay, there we go. That was way too loud for me. All right. Woo! This is heavy. You guys got Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. Woo! And remember, I was telling you earlier that the enemy could be anything, like anything you just like overindulging in that's like not helping you. Okay. All right. Let's see. That shit is long. Okay. This card says stop. Stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight, and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag is up, and this is the time to stop, to look and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight, wants you to stop and think before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. The seducer in reverse. It may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful. Speaking harmful words and thoughts could scar people for a long, long time. Excuse me. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity, and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee. You do not need to indulge. You do not need to curse or berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with her clear message to stop and truly look at what is taking place. You know you simply need to pause, be clear, be quiet, and know now that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are wavering, caught in its delirium. This is not an opportunity to escape. This is your chance to break free. Oh my God, gang. Yeah. If any of you are fighting with some addictions, you got to face it head on. No matter what the addiction is, or whatever this unhealthy habit is, you've got to face it head on. Because it says it may be in the form of a secretive relationship, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words that could scar people for a long, long time. So these are the people that are gossiping, saying things out of assumptions, making false claims, slandering people, any type of addictions, junk food, alcohol, substances, whatever. Like spirit is really trying to bear down on you and help you face this and get this shit up out of you. Now, if you a fucking gossip and you just like being messy and seeing how that shit play off, I don't even fuck about, oh, my demon is me gossiping. Bitch, that's your personality. That's your character. This ain't that. Okay? This is motherfuckers that's really fighting with their own shadow, doing their shadow work, trying to pull themselves up out of shit. It says, be quiet, clear, and know that one of your fiercest addictions is seeking you out, and you are wavering, caught in this delirium. Your addiction could be a person, sex, the way you feel when you get around a motherfucker. You might be like, oh, I don't ever feel this free or this sensual or this sexual or this whatever until I get around so-and-so. You get around them and you be in some demonic shit every time you get around them. Whatever you've been trying to break yourself from is calling you. It's calling you strong. And this card coming out is an indication that it's time to really look at the pros and cons of whatever has got you bound. Spirit is saying for some of you, it's other people that got you bound. And how you go about trying to make this person bound to you. Or whatever. Lantern Fairy, clear solution comes out. This card says, a way through a life challenge will present itself. Stubborn thinking can be changed. Old patterns are being removed little by little, but will need trust. Old shielding against certain energies needs to be replaced and reworked, as it is no longer in line with what you wish for, and in fact may be proving to be a barrier, which is keeping you isolated instead of protected. Trust where the light leads you. Go where you can feel true love, kindness, and freedom. Avoid all that comes from anger, hatred, judgment, blame, and ridicule. And I told y'all asked about ridicule earlier. Yeah. Now this is a different light. Okay, because look at her. She in the dark with a lantern. This is not somebody escaping, acting like darkness doesn't exist. This is somebody that carries a light with them to see through the darkness so they can get to where they're supposed to be. So this is not skipping the darkness. This is moving through it and still finding solutions and still staying on your path. Get out of old shit. You know what I mean? That kept you safe for a time. That shit ain't gonna keep you safe going further. Now you have to step outside of your comfort zone. Now you gotta step outside of your comfort zone. It says old patterns are being removed little by little, but they will need trust. So you gotta trust that as these old patterns are being removed from you, you're gonna still have the capability and the resources to move forward. Old shielding against certain energies need to be replaced and reworked, as it is no longer in line with what you wish for, and in fact may be proving to be a barrier, which is keeping you isolated instead of protected. So you could have wished and manifested at your altar all this protection up against around you, and that was fine for a time. But as you put out this protection energy, you didn't put out any sweetening. You didn't put out any secret roads for the things that you need to find ways to travel to you or you to travel to it. So now it's time to rework these things, these ideologies, these thoughts, these mechanisms that you've used to, move through things. The protection is good, but there also has to be roads to the shit that you want and the shit that wants you and the shit that needs to find its way to you. Because you can't be sitting up in hermit mode 24/7 and not let nobody in and not doing no work and not opening roads for yourself and then be like, oh, nothing's coming to me. If you got all these unnecessary insecurities and shit, how the fuck is it gonna find you? If you got all these unnecessary insecurities that created these unnecessary barriers, how is the shit you want gonna get in? Oh, well, I'm protecting myself from blah blah blah. Okay, well, a closed fist will protect your money from getting out, but a closed fist also ain't gonna have no room for money to get the fuck in. Ain't gonna have no entrance. So you gotta step out on faith on your own motherfucking capabilities and your own thoughts and your own discernment to make room for the shit you want to come in. The last card you guys got. Oh, excuse me. Number 33. Dress of Alchemy. Release your power. Alright, let's read this. I already know number 33 is a master number. Alright. This card says, please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. Once you are clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. After this has taken place, expect symbols and signs to pour in. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. Do not expect to have no change after her arrival. Relationships and situations based on the lower aspect of ego-centered concepts containing toxic energies will fade away naturally, and you will now ask for your worth. This is not hubris, overweening pride. It is self-love in action. Boom. Yes, you got to weed this shit out. Dress of Alchemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw on your esoteric garbs. It may not look like much to someone, to other people, but it's a lot to you. Please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. These are things that are always out there readily available for you to latch on to. I want you to know that. Okay? Jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt is always readily available for you to latch on to, or even readily to latch on to you. It takes a strong spirit to operate in encouragement, cheerfulness, optimism, and shameless energy and all those things. If you're around a motherfucker and they want to make you feel guilty for being happy, guilty for being optimistic, guilty for not being afraid, guilty for not being jealous of somebody else, and then they gonna come to you in little snake ass ways. That's the thing. It won't seem like that. You'll get a motherfucker that like to triangulate friendships and groups, and they'll come to you and triangulate you. You'll be the motherfucker that introduced they punk asses to each other. Then they get amongst a group to each other, and then start outcasting you out of some shit your punk ass already created. It wouldn't even have been no shit to outcast you out of. It wouldn't even have been no shit to talk bad about you within if you hadn't already created it. That's why you got to be mindful of these motherfuckers that want to come into some shit you done already made and start implementing ideas and judgments and ridicule and all this stupid shit. Bitch, you wouldn't even have nothing to ridicule and contemplate on if I wouldn't even have created the shit in the first place. You got to be mindful of that. Bottom of the deck, wing seer. Don't let nobody feel like I told you, like they overstand you. As the winged seer, you are above the bullshit. You can see above the bullshit. Because a motherfucker do that shit. They'll come into some shit you done created and then start trying to cast stones in some shit. And you be like, motherfucker, you wouldn't even be nowhere near my shit to cast stones if I didn't even have nothing for you to cast stones at. These are motherfuckers that want to take from what you've created so they can create their own and put it above you. It says, keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. Motherfuckers are coming to your situation that you created on your own fucking dime and act like they did it because they made themselves a part of it, or you gave them some type of encouragement or some type of fucking acknowledgement to where they feel like now they can take from you what you created. And then you will find yourself beefing with a motherfucker that led you to these demonic ass motherfuckers because you didn't use discernment. Don't blame it on the motherfucker that was there. Bitch, you supposed to use your discernment. See, motherfuckers will come into connection with motherfucker and there'll be a demon in the midst. That's why I've been real sketchy with all the motherfuckers on my platforms and shit, because motherfuckers be demons and shit. And I be sitting up here giving the motherfuckers shout outs and shit and showing motherfucker love on my platform. They be demonic behind the scenes and sending demonic ass energy to people that really fuck with me and trying to get in good with motherfuckers that knew me before they even knew this demon. But I let this demon in by trying to be conservative or consoling in some weak ass bullshit ass way, my nigga. I know that's not right. So never get it fucking twisted. I know that shit ain't right. And these will be the motherfuckers that'll infiltrate your camp, infiltrate your spiritual tribe, infiltrate your fucking whatever. And be trying to destroy it and implode that shit from the inside. You can only implode from the inside. So they be trying to implode that shit. Infiltrate your sacredness and shit because they played on your emotional, your empathic that's why I be telling y'all quit running around this empathic bullshit. Because that shit'll get you fucked up. Always trying to be an empath and shit. You ain't gotta try to be nothing you already are. Motherfucker. Spirituality is your default, so you already know how to be empathic. And I ain't let a lot of motherfuckers in on that bullshit. That's why every day, every week, a motherfucker is dropping off from me. And I ain't running behind them. I ain't running behind nobody. I ain't running behind no grown-ass woman or no grown-ass man for them to see that I'm solid or no bullshit, my nigga. Like, you got to stop doing that. And if I can get up here and tell my story or talk about some real shit to prevent somebody from making the same mistakes that I made, I will do it. And if you a narcissistic ass, emotionally selfish ass spirit, you're going to be mad because I ain't only talking about you and what motherfuckers doing to you. But if I spit some shit that I done seen or experienced, I'm trying to tell you some shit so you don't make the same mistakes as me. Because I ain't above reproach. I ain't above bullshit coming and leaking in on accident and all this dumb shit. You running around acting off of false emotions with motherfuckers when you supposed to be the winged seer. So don't ever get it twisted. You give a motherfucker just enough esoteric rope to hang themselves. And you move out the fucking way. We sitting around playing these little esoteric games with motherfuckers because they ain't got nothing to lose and you do. And that's real. And if you offended by my motherfucking story, then fuck you. I'm about to sit up here and cater to motherfuckers out here being demons to people. I've had motherfuckers tell me like, oh, I'm so glad that you don't make us feel bad for being wrong to other people. Bitch, you ain't been listening to me then. You just listen to the parts that you want to hear, and then you go shiny butterfly ass when some shit come up that you don't want to face that you doing. Cause I'm always against bullshit. You better learn how to be against some shit before you fall for some shit. I'm against a lot of bullshit. Whether I always elaborate on the shit that I'm against or whatever, all this fuck shit, I'm against it. Just know that. All this little demonic ass bullshit and emotional games and emotional ups and downs and mind fuck games that people playing and playing with people's stability and spirits and shit, I'm against that shit, my nigga. I am against it. So don't ever think that you're about to come in my space and try to make me coincide with that shit. I'm against it. I want everybody to be operating in their motherfucking power and they highest self. I don't want to be around weak spirits. Because weak spirits are going to try to make me weak. And then when I don't want to be weak, they're going to try to attack me or try to be on some bullshit, my nigga. Or ever think that just because I'm allowing you to be yourself around me, that I'm with the same bullshit you with. And you need to learn that too, collective. Don't ever let a motherfucker think. Because see, motherfuckers will think like, yo, they ain't ridiculing me for the bullshit time I'm on. They ain't bullshit. They ain't coming up against me while I'm playing on their top. They ain't coming up against me while I'm doing A, B, and C. And while I'm faking the funk and while I'm lying. So they must not be wise. Whatever. Don't ever fucking think that. And don't, and you ain't even gotta really say that or do nothing. Like, shit'll line up. Don't ever let a motherfucker think that just because you on some spiritual shit that you weak. Because nowadays motherfuckers equate spirituality with weakness, victimization of self, victimization of other motherfuckers, being humbled. Motherfuckers be like, oh, if you spiritual, you will let me humble you. If you spiritual, I should come in and be able to humble. Man, that shit is weak. You better look up and y'all already know I don't even really fuck with etymology like that, my nigga, but the origins of humble ain't some real shit. That's you being lowly. A bootlicker or some shit. Motherfuckers be trying to make you humble because they feel low. They want to humble you and make you lick their boots when they don't even have no fucking boots to lick. They want you to lick their imaginary boots. They want you to be lower than the lowest than they feel within themselves. Anybody that's trying to humble you feel lower than you. And a lot of y'all got motherfuckers around you that's supposed to be riding for you, solid with you. They feel low and they want to humble you by ignoring you, by shaming you, by ridiculing you, by making you feel like you less than or some dumbass shit. People be out here on some weak shit and they want to talk about community. My nigga, community is solid. That's why I don't rock with the whatever people call in the community right now. I ain't with it. Esoteric community is different. And motherfuckers be like, they your community. You could post that you just opened your salon. These motherfuckers won't like that you opened your salon because they don't want you to think they gonna come there. Motherfucker, a true alchemist know behind the scenes, like, motherfucker, I know you ain't about to come to my salon. You live in Connecticut. I'm in New York. But you liking my post about my salon just may put me on the map for motherfuckers who is in Connecticut. But see, motherfuckers don't think like that. That's why it ain't no true community. Ain't no true fucking spiritual community. But everybody wants y'all to be in this little la-la land and suck my dick ass energy about a spiritual community when everybody in that spiritual community is at odds with each other. It's competing with each other on the low. Watching each other in secret and not wanting to give each other credit. All that bullshit. Like, motherfuckers be on some weirdo ass shit. That's why I don't be a part of nothing. That's why I'm a part of what God told me to be a part of. Whether that be by myself or with the like-minded motherfuckers that y'all don't get to see on camera. All that stupid ass shit that people think is supposed to be spirituality. Spirituality is deeper than just crystals and gems and showing up cute and aesthetic online, my nigga. You are who you are when you at home alone. When you by yourself, what you doing? That's who you are. That's who you are. Whether that line up with what other people think is spiritual or not, it don't even fucking matter. You could be the most ghetto, grimiest looking, whatever person in the world, and God be on your side better than someone who got better aesthetics than you. You could be the richest motherfucker in the world and God be more on your side than the richest motherfucker. We in this weirdo ass spiritual timeline. People don't see that no more. Everything people see is face value. That's why this card said, don't take things at face value. That's why Spirit said before this even card came out, don't take stuff at face value. This shit is deeper than that. Be giving your fucking life and your allegiance and your energy over to a demon just because they showed up prettier than somebody who ain't got enough. Motherfucker may got good ideas, but they just ain't got a good tripod. So they can't capture the shit the way they want to. Motherfuckers just ain't got a good camera. Just ain't got a good laptop. They can't edit, produce, whatever the fuck. It could be all kind of things. Over a lot of shit. And I ain't gonna come up on here and talk to y'all like I'm not over shit. My nigga, y'all already know. I be over a lot of shit. Every time y'all talk to me, it's something different. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Motherfuckers gotta get out of this one-dimensional mindset. Because they put themselves in a prison. And one-dimensional mindset mean you always assuming. Because when you one-dimensional, you ain't thinking broad. You assuming. So then when you assume, you make an ass of yourself and an ass of somebody else. The reason you make an ass of somebody else, most importantly, is because you assume some shit that they ain't even doing. Which reflects to you being an ass. Because you ain't even thought shit through. You ain't even got a clear mindset. So you just look like an ass. That's why I don't really fuck with people who be assuming and all this shit and don't communicate. And then another thing. And then we out of here. Because I've been ranting. But I can't fucking stand these tweets and these quotes and these little whatevers that say, oh, if you're dealing with someone who's an overthinker, you need to be an over communicator or you need to learn how to... No! If your motherfucking ass know your punk ass is an overthinker, you need to learn how to not overthink. You need to learn how to balance out your thoughts. You need to learn how to come into contact with critical thinking. You need to learn how to not assume. You need to learn how to communicate with those that you overthinking about. Stop always putting the responsibility of clarity over the unsuspecting motherfucker. Somebody that's just living their life, doing what they always been doing. And here comes this overthinker coming into their life, and now all of a sudden, since somebody an overthinker, now you gotta change your whole life? No. That's the backwards, upside down ass shit society got y'all fucked up in on Twitter and shit. Motherfuckers to see you like something that go against a little made up ass insecurity they got in their motherfucking mind. Now they mad. I don't like them because they like the... Stop worrying about what other people like. Worry about the fuck you need to be doing in your own mind. See? Everybody always in everybody else's mind trying to psychoanalyze everybody else. What the fuck is you thinking about doing? People who overthink need to learn how to communicate. Because a lot of the times, people who overthink about shit that don't mean nothing, they don't even communicate that shit. They just overthink, create grudges and barriers and burn bridges in their motherfucking mind. And then at the top of the reading, they go back to what? The fake ass truths. Because they didn't overthought, overjudged, overshot, overanalyzed, over psychoanalyzed the motherfucker. And then when shit hit the real scene, hit the real screen, hit the real stage, then they're like, damn, that ain't even what it was. I overthought it. Okay, well, I don't want to say that I overthought because I don't want this person to think I'm an overthinker. Let me run back in and guilt trip them for not coming to my fucking overthoughts. Man, fuck that shit. Overthinkers need to learn how to over communicate then, so you can get some real answers and shit. Stop putting the burden of proof on people who just living their fucking life and trying to make something of themselves or trying to keep their own sanity. A motherfucker in this world, in this climate we in, spiritual warfare and mental warfare, cannot hold on and upkeep their own thoughts while trying to think for the next motherfucker. So I don't give a fuck if you get mad and unfollow me. I don't do this shit for numbers. If I did this shit for numbers and donations and shit, I'd be lost. I'm telling you right the fuck now. People who overthink need to learn how to communicate better. Because they'll overthink about some shit you ain't even said to them or did to them, but it's an insecurity from some past shit. And then they be throwing that insecurity and that overthought onto you, and then they expect you to overthink it with them, through them, for them, without them even expressing it. And it turn into a whole demonic ass circle of you stressing your head out, psychic attacks, trying to figure out why a motherfucker act the way they act. They gonna act like that with everybody. That's why they lost their last 2 jobs. I'm sick of a lot of shit. I don't even want to be on fucking social media sometimes, man. But I know I have to. But I don't like that energy. Everybody being a contrarian or the person that always like, well, actually, shut the fuck up, bitch. Because actually, nobody even meant it that way. And actually, I'm very compassionate. And actually, a motherfucker wasn't even thinking about it that way till you spiraled into a volcano of thoughts and assumptions that wasn't even about it. Stop putting the burden of proof on people who ain't even on that type of time. That shit is stupid. It's exhausting. And it's keeping people in a spiral of confusion that ain't gonna ever solve a problem. It's just gonna keep being theories and thoughts of shit that don't even make up nothing. Shit. Can't even enjoy a good ass prank or a good ass meme. And y'all know I love memes. And y'all who've been fucking with me for the past 10 years, you know I love memes. You can't even enjoy a good ass meme without somebody in the motherfucking comments of the meme trying to psychoanalyze the meme and the person who posted the meme and all this shit. Relax. Because when you're the winged seer, you don't have to do all that. The winged seer can see beyond shit. Like, oh, they didn't even mean it that way. Like, man, let's read this winged seer and I'm out of here because I've been on a tangent for too long. Shit. Your clairvoyant ability. Okay, excuse me. Card number 12, which breaks down to the 3. Winged seer. You see clearly, clairvoyance. Your clairvoyant ability is enhanced by the winged seer. You may be able to tune in and remote view, almost be able to see behind closed doors and enter rooms and receive messages that let you know what someone is doing without you actually being there at the time. And all these experiences will either empower or scare you. You have asked for more information, asked to discover what you need to know. Now that the information has come to you, you must be courageous and take action based on what you cannot logically explain. It is important now more than ever to be honest about what you can see, but most of all, to be honest with your own self. Yeah, man. Damn. Shit. When you seeing clearly, you tapped into your intuitive gifts. You ain't even got to be making a big deal out of shit. That's why I don't understand why people don't understand or understand that shit. Like, when you tapped in, you ain't got to be testing people. You ain't got to be over exaggerating scenarios to make your theory right. Like, just tap into the true divine energy that's being presented to you, man. And when you a seer, you gonna have to do a responsibility. When you a seer, you gonna have the responsibility of knowing, of seeing things without logical proof. That's where a lot of people perish. They want physical proof or logical proof for things that only intuition can't explain. Then you get to doubting yourself. And then if you fuck around and do that shit for too long, that shit will leave you. And you gotta fight and go through blood, sweat, and tears and pain and sorrow and trauma to get back to that seeing. If you know you can see, then see. No matter how anybody feel about what you saw. I don't give a fuck. Like, some people gonna be like, ain't no true things as seers, and seers are demonic and shit. What do y'all fucking think is happening, man? Terminologies expand, terminologies evolve. Seers are just the oracles and the prophets of time behind us, and many, many aeons before us that we are reaching forward and backwards to. If your ass know you can see, it's not demonic that you can see. What's demonic is what you do with what you can see. So I don't want to hear no more bullshit about God giving you the gift of sight, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. All these things, they being demonic. Because the so-called powers that be don't want you to see nothing. Stop stripping yourself of your own fucking gifts. Alright, y'all. I was wilding out, but I fucking love y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of the reading. Y'all take good care of yourself. Protect y'all sight. Protect y'all clairs, man. Protect y'all clairs. There's too much little weirdo ass shit going on. It's trying to keep you from being able to see. Trying to distract you with delusions. Delusional visions of grandeur and revenge and shit. Your ass, you fuck around out here and get lost in revenge. That shit, you might skate through on this vengeful, chaotic ass energy. You'll skate around on that shit for a good little minute. It'll be great. It'll be glorious. It'll be like fucking chocolate cake and vanilla ice cream for your punk ass. You be, oh, I got revenge. And then that shit'll crash down on you like 600 pounds, man. So you be mindful of the shit you out here trying to project on others because you couldn't deal with your own fucking shadow. It ain't nobody's responsibility to deal with your shadow, man. Nobody's. And people don't give a fuck about that. They just want to hear about how their enemies is against them, how everybody against them. Sometimes the enemy is within. You be against yourself. Then you'll find yourself looking on another motherfucker who believe in themselves. You be looking at them like they're the enemy. Oh, they're the enemy because they believed in themselves when I didn't believe in myself. And we were supposed to be simultaneous. We were supposed to be synonymous. You set yourself up for fucking failure, man. All right. collective. That was your timeless tarot reading. I hope you guys take good care of yourselves through these cycles. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on right now. Boss up. Take good care of yourselves. Take good care of your loved ones. Even if they are naive to certain facts. Even if they are ignorant to certain facts and you know they mean well. You know they need covering and help. You go to bat for them motherfuckers in spiritual court, my nigga. You do that. Because you are the stronger spirit right now. You are the stronger spirit right now. All right? All right, gang. Uh, Shout out to everybody who follow my other channel. I'll leave the link in the comments below. All right, gang. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. All my YouTube, not my YouTube channel, my social media handles, everything, man. Every fucking thing you need from me will be in the description box below. You take good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my moderators again. All right, gang. Sending you love, peace, and balance.